Breaking news. Roman Reigns' father passes away. A high-profile WWE executive suddenly leaves the company. A major update on Rhea Ripley's WWE return date. WWE confirms massive changes in schedule and formats for upcoming PLEs. A WWE Raw star suffers a legit injury. WWE to give Uncle Howdy the world title. Jacob Fatu's major change. Triple H drops a massive hint on Roman Reigns' WWE return date, and more. Let's dive right into it. A high-profile WWE executive suddenly leaves the company. The new era of WWE has featured many major internal moments and achievements for the company, including the most successful WrestleMania of all time and a new gate record. Unfortunately, the new era has also included multiple departures from the roster and at WWE HQ. Sources have now revealed the departure of a key executive who made headlines earlier this year. Kevin Dunn shockingly left World Wrestling Entertainment around Christmas 2023, ending his 40-year run with the company. There was later reportedly some heat within the company over the outsider that was hired to replace Dunn, as many felt there were ready-made replacements for Dunn, such as Chris Kaiser and Jason Robinson, who Dunn worked hard with to prepare for his exit as executive producer-in-chief of global TV distribution. However, Kaiser is now seemingly no longer with WWE. A new report from PW Insider noted that he left the company on Monday afternoon while holding the title of Executive Vice President of Television. No concrete reason was given for the exit, but it was noted that Kaiser is the latest executive cut following the Endeavor merger with UFC last year. Kaiser joined WWE in June 2015 as the Senior Vice President of Television Production. He was promoted to the role of Executive Vice President of Television Operations and Production in November 2018. Then he received his last role in June 2021. The WWE Thunderdome Director Executive produced several documentaries and reality series, including Ms. and Mrs., Total Bellas, and Total Divas. His LinkedIn bio bills him as a key member of the company's executive leadership team and a trusted advisor to WWE's distribution partners such as Peacock, Fox Sports, and NBC Universal. He stated that his mission was to super serve WWE's passionate fan base, reach new viewers, and further establish WWE as a leader in the global TV landscape. Sources described the New York native as an important figure behind the scenes from his start with the company. Following Dunn's resignation, a source said Vince McMahon's longtime right-hand man officially had the rubber stamp on decisions, but it was Kaiser who was truly in the trenches over the past few years. After graduating from Ithaca College and West Virginia University, Kaiser held various roles with MTV News, Idiot Box Productions, Sony Automatic Productions, MTV Networks, and MTV Networks Australia. He spent 4 years with TV Land, beginning in July 2008, working his way up to the role of Vice President of Production, Series, and Development. Before joining WWE, Chris spent just over 3 years with Viacom, working on Spike and TV Land. A major update on Rhea Ripley's WWE return date. The WWE Universe is patiently waiting for the return of Rhea Ripley. The Raw superstar has been away while recovering from an injury, but now a major update has just been leaked from backstage on plans for her return and the potential date. The Eradicator was forced to relinquish the WWE Women's World Championship 70 days ago on Raw due to a shoulder injury. Ripley was hurt by Liv Morgan, who went on to win the vacant title. Liv has also tried to take Rhea's place as Dominic Mysterio's love interest. A recent report claimed that Ripley chose to rehab the injury instead of going under the knife, but surgery is still an option if rehab doesn't get her ready for the ring. It was also said that there is no time frame for her return. The recent report also claimed the Judgment Day member would not be booked for SummerSlam on August 3rd. However, a new report from Fightful Select notes that WWE officials are hopeful that Ripley will be able to appear on screen in some capacity ahead of SummerSlam, depending on if all goes well. Backstage sources indicated that they have constructed creative plans so that Ripley can slide in and return to the storyline with Liv and Dom whenever she's ready, even if that's just a non-wrestling capacity. There have also been creative discussions about Ripley being involved in the title picture upon returning, which would be logical due to what was happening at the time of her injury. The Nightmare will likely resume her push when she returns. However, a WWE source noted that the storyline available at the time of Ripley's return will dictate what program she's booked into, as many recent creative decisions have been made that still involve her despite being decided on during her hiatus. WWE confirms massive changes in schedule and formats for upcoming PLEs. WWE is constantly trying to evolve itself and take professional wrestling to greater heights. This year has seen several premium live events take place outside of the United States, bringing in a lot of success. Today, the company announced newer changes for a few PLEs in 2025. The TKO-led promotion recently released a statement detailing its plans for a few premium live events next year. The press release revealed a new deal between WWE and Indiana Sports Corp. The partnership will see PLEs such as Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, and WrestleMania be hosted in Indianapolis. In addition to the venue, it was revealed that the Royal Rumble will take place on February 1st, instead of January, as usually done. Additionally, SummerSlam will be a two-night affair, like WrestleMania. WrestleMania had been going on as a one-night premium live event for decades until the world came to a standstill in 2020. The pandemic gave the company the chance to extend Mania to a two-night event. WrestleMania 36 in 2020 marked the beginning of the two-night format. Since it was a two-day affair, the PLE saw two main events. Night 1's main event saw The Undertaker's final match, where he beat AJ Styles in the first ever Boneyard match. Night 2's main event featured Drew McIntyre and Brock Lesnar. The Scottish Warrior went on to win his first world championship that night, beating the Beast incarnate within 7 minutes. Since then, WWE has followed the two-night format for WrestleMania. The most recent show of shows saw Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes main event both nights. The Night 1 saw them face off against each other in tag team action, with Reigns and The Rock beating Rollins and Cody. Night 2 main event saw Rhodes exact revenge as he ended the Tribal Chief's reign as champion after 16 days. A WWE Raw star suffers a legit injury. A WWE Raw superstar has reportedly suffered an injury, and all signs when looking back at the match indicate that the possibility is real. A new report has claimed that he was checked by the medical team backstage after suffering an injury during his match. On Raw this week, Braun Breaker faced Ludwig Kaiser, and the match ended in DQ after Sheamus's interference. A report from WrestleVotes revealed that Ludwig Kaiser had suffered an injury during the bout. A report from PW Insider Elite confirmed the rumors and said that it appeared as though he was favoring one of his arms and his side after a suplex. The report stated that WWE's medical staff checked him out backstage. After the match, an infuriated Braun Breaker went to Raw general manager Adam Pearce, who, upon champion Sami Zayn's insistence, granted him an Intercontinental Championship shot at Money in the Bank 2024. It's a shame Kaiser has suffered this injury now, because he seems to be only getting started as a singles star. His feud with Sheamus has taken over, and fans will be waiting to see what the outcome of his report is. It appeared as though Ludwig Kaiser and Sheamus would also be in the running for the Intercontinental Championship. The real identity of a Raw star who went viral on a WWE show. Tonight's WWE Raw was filled with mystery and suspense surrounding the Wyatt Six on the road to Money in the Bank. Two familiar faces were featured on the show, which led to one viral moment. Chad Gable was attacked last week by the Wyatt Six during their violent debut. The Olympic competitor was surrounded by security as he arrived at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis for tonight's Raw. WWE booked extra security this week in hopes of preventing another massacre. Gable had 2 guards posted outside of his locker room. Kathy Kelly checked in with Michael Cole at one point, and the guards could be seen behind her. On the left is multi-time OVW champion Luke Curtis, who recently appeared for TNA as Mustafa Ali's bodyguard. The man on the right is WrestlePro Alaska champion Dion Roosman, who was trained by Seth Rollins. Mr. Certified was a popular topic on social media due to his straightforward stare during the backstage segment and his growing popularity in the Wrestlers series on Netflix. Curtis is engaged to AEW's Layla Gray. Curtis has wrestled 1 match for WWE in the past. He was one of 5 talents squashed by Braun Strowman on SmackDown in October 2022. Aleister Black squashed Russman on Raw in December 2019. Gable's guards have also worked multiple ROH and AEW matches. Russman's 5th All-Elite match was a squash Dynamite loss to Rush earlier this month, while Curtis's 2nd All-Elite match was a dark loss to Anthony Ogogo in August 2022. One of the other security guards who helped escort Gable into the building earlier in the show was SCW heavyweight champion Dustin Mosley. Rollins also trained him at his Black and Brave Wrestling Academy. WWE to give Uncle Howdy the world title. The Wyatt Six returned on Raw last week and wreaked havoc on many individuals, but WWE took a different route this week as they just had an Uncle Howdy and Bo Dallas segment. In light of the segment, WWE has now been urged to give Howdy the world title. During the June 24th edition of Monday Night Raw, a mysterious woman from the Wyatt Six approached Michael Cole, handing him a box with an old VHS tape inside. Driven by a mix of curiosity and unease, Cole played the tape in the production truck. What unfolded on the screen stunned viewers. Uncle Howdy appeared in a shadowy room, conversing with Bo Dallas, his alter ego. The conversation grew intense as Howdy questioned Dallas about his late brother, Bray Wyatt. Dallas struggled with a whirlwind of emotions, clearly haunted by his brother's memory. Howdy's suggestion that Dallas should carry on Bray's legacy hit a nerve, prompting Dallas to voice his yearning to honor his brother and join forces with him. In a sinister turn, Uncle Howdy declared that he and his group were there to save Bo Dallas. Dallas's reaction suggested a troubling acceptance of this notion, and fans were definitely invested in the storyline even more. Following the segment, former WWE superstar Top Dollar took to Twitter and urged WWE to give the world title to Uncle Howdy, as he was so impressed with the segment. Nah, I've seen enough. Give Uncle Howdy the world title. We will have to wait and see how WWE will continue to book the Wyatt Six storyline in the coming weeks, as it has become abundantly clear the company will invest a lot of time into the angle. Are you in agreement with what Top Dollar had to say? Jacob Fatu's major change. WWE continues to nurture the Bloodline's evolution. The faction took a major hit at WrestleMania XL when Roman Reigns was dethroned, but Solo Sikoa has led the group into a new era since then. Now, sources have provided an update on a rumored change. Last Friday's SmackDown saw Jacob Fatu make his World Wrestling Entertainment debut after months of speculation. The son of Sam Fatu is also the nephew of Umaga and Rikishi. The SmackDown main event ended when Tonga Loa and Tama Tonga rushed the ring to attack Cody Rhodes. However, Randy Orton and Kevin Owens made the save until Fatu made his surprise debut to assist his cousins. The Bloodline destroyed Owens, Orton, and Rhodes, then stood tall together in the ring to end the show. The Samoan Werewolves WWE debut was delayed for a unique reason, revealed in an interesting backstage report. There had been some speculation that officials would do away with the former MLW World Heavyweight Champion's real name after they filed to trademark his Samoan Werewolf nickname. However, a new report from Fightful Select confirms that WWE does plan to use the Jacob Fatu name moving forward. WWE filed to trademark Jacob Fatu on Friday, June 21st. USPTO, United States Patent and Trademark Office, records show that the name is trademarked for general pro wrestling, sports, and entertainment use. The ring name filing was done 2 days before the nickname filing. Fatu teamed up with Zilla Fatu several times in GCW this year. The latter is the 24-year-old son of the late Umaga, who made his pro wrestling debut in July 2023. He is also rumored to join the company soon, perhaps with an interesting name change. Since forming in July 2021, the Bloodline has been booked as one of World Wrestling Entertainment's most dominant factions. While all three brands are full of stables and teams, a group of new arrivals looks to be one of the most popular in quite some time, the Wyatt Six. Triple H appeared on the Pat McAfee show earlier today and teased a potential feud with the Samoan superstars versus Uncle Howdy and his sinister friends. The amount of people that you have still to come and the amount of storyline that you still have to roll out, and then it makes me beg the question of so down the line, whatever resolves around the Bloodline, whatever resolves around the Wyatts, if those two come together, that's intriguing, Triple H said. The Wyatt Six seemingly made their presence felt on the Pat McAfee show today as well, during the interviews with Triple H and Michael Cole. Triple H drops a massive hint on Roman Reigns' WWE return date. Times have changed in a year on WWE SmackDown, as the Bloodline does not have any of its original members left. Solo Sikoa, who joined the faction in 2022, has taken over as the new head of the table and informed Paul Heyman that he was here to stay and that Roman Reigns was not returning. Triple H was a guest on the latest episode of the Pat McAfee show. The WWE Chief Content Officer discussed a variety of topics regarding the program's significant changes lately. The game was then point-blank asked about the return of Reigns to Friday Night SmackDown. He touched upon the new Bloodline led by Sikoa and even the debut of the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu. The debutante disrupted the Blue brand this week by wiping out all of the baby faces in the closing moments of the show. When you talk about the tribal chief, you're talking about Roman Reigns no matter who lays claim to that now, Triple H said, referring to Solo Sikoa. You see the Bloodline carrying on. You see Solo putting himself out there as the tribal chief. You see Tama Tonga coming in. You see Tonga Loa coming in. You see those guys start to run wild, and then the game changer happens. Jacob Fatu coming in this week. The Samoan werewolf. Dude, he's a game changer. The WWE chief content officer put over the new bloodline, but added that all of this would only go on until Real. The tribal chief was back in the fold. He concluded by stating that all of the current storylines would blow up at SummerSlam on August 3rd. You see that shift of, we're running the show now. This is the new tribal chief. This is the new head of the table. This is where this is headed. That's only going to last for so long before there is a return of Roman Reigns. I can only imagine. Let's hope Heyman's nerves can take it. You can really feel both shows ramping up as we come into summertime and we head into SummerSlam, where all those stories will blow up. Whether Roman Reigns returns before or at SummerSlam bears watching, but it makes all the sense for him to be back on SmackDown this summer to begin a major storyline. By next year's WrestleMania, some major changes will happen in World Wrestling entertainment. Most importantly, WWE Monday Night Raw will be moved to Netflix. During a recent interview with ESPN, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson confirmed that he would be back in time for WrestleMania 41. He added that the biggest wrestling match of all time will take place at the event, which will emanate from Las Vegas. As per a new report by Zero News, there is a pitch thrown into the mix to have Roman Reigns and the Final Boss both challenge undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes in a triple threat match at next year's Show of Shows. And the breaking news: Roman Reigns' father passes away. The world of professional wrestling mourns the loss of a true legend as Sika Anoa'i of the Wild Samoans passed away peacefully on June 25th at the age of 79. Sika Anoa'i's nephew, Jarus Anoa'i, took to his Instagram and shared the sad news in a post. He noted that Sika had passed away on June 25th. He wrote a touching message about the legacy of the WWE Hall of Famer, one that will surely bring a tear to anyone's eye. It is with profound sadness that I share the news of the passing of former Hall of Famer, Polaivao Leati Sika Anoa'i. He passed away peacefully on June 25th. Sika was a celebrated figure whose contributions and legacy have left an indelible mark. His memory will live on through his achievements and the many lives he touched. He was many things: a hard-working father, a caring brother, a supportive uncle, and a proud grandfather. He was a cherished friend to many, a loving family member whose warmth and kindness knew no bounds, and an inspiration to countless individuals. His legacy will continue to inspire and uplift future generations, reminding us of the impact one person's life can have on so many. Rest in love, Uncle Sika. Sika Anoa'i, along with his brother Afa, formed the formidable tag team known as the Wild Samoans, making their WWE debut in 1979 under the management of Captain Lou Albano. They quickly rose to prominence by capturing the WWE Tag Team Championship, marking the beginning of their storied career. After a brief initial stint in WWE, the Wild Samoans found further success in Mid-South Wrestling, where they held the Mid-South Tag Team Championship multiple times under the guidance of Big Cat Ernie Ladd. Their dominance continued upon their return to WWE in 1983, securing 2 more WWE Tag Team Championship reigns. Beyond their in-ring achievements, Sika and Afa's influence extended to training future stars at their wrestling schools established in the 1970s. Notable names like Batista, Yokozuna, Rikishi, and Billy Kidman, among others, benefited from their mentorship and guidance. Inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2007, Sika Anoa'i's legacy as a pioneer in professional wrestling and a mentor to countless wrestlers remains unparalleled. His contributions to the sport will continue to resonate within the wrestling community and beyond, ensuring that his memory lives on as an enduring inspiration. In honoring Sika Anoa'i's life and career, the wrestling world reflects on his indelible mark and the profound impact he had on shaping the landscape of professional wrestling.